Hey guys, Godzilla the King here. As I said in my last video, I will be making one video of which one is my favorite director's cut, Season 2 or Battle of the Throne. So, let's get into it. The story from the director's cut. Okay, I love both of them, but at the end of this video, I will give you the results of which one is my favorite director's cut and tell you why. So, let's go off with Season 2. Season 2 is just still the same continue episode, but I just bought the original script, add some new scenes, but it's just a continuation, not like Battle of the Throne. I just brought the original script and changed some parts of the story to uh, redo. So technically, yeah, but season 2 is actually mostly a how do I describe it to y'all? Uh, Much more of a continuation of the same original story, but it's just gonna be continuing to the next season, aka season 3 of Godzilla the Kings. So technically, season 2 director's cut story is just like the original script, and then I add some little bit of a new scenes to add some connection for season 3. So yeah. But for Battle of the Throne, technically it's just the original script, but then I just change some parts of the story, like uh, Ghidorah and Godzilla's brother relationship that was originally was some character moments inside this part of the movie that was completely different. So technically, director's cut of season 2 is actually a continuation of the original, but it's annoying episode 35 and 36 from original cut. So, and Battle of the Throne is just a character driven story. So, technically, if y'all good, but for story wise, I like Battle of the Throne. So, technically, Battle of the Throne gets 1 point, I guess. But technically, I will give you an actual reason why which director's cut is my favorite. So, technically, yeah, Battle of the Throne story is one of my favorites. So, let's get to the next part. Character story arc. Well, let's just say I love both of them, but I gotta go with season 2. Season 2 director's cut character story arc was perfectly well written, what I really wanted to do to finish off the characters that I fully didn't complete it. Just like, for example, Winterzilla, um, not Fire God, but Burnzilla, and all the characters, mainly. That means I'm happy to go back to original script of season 2, to bring them to a full character story arc, which I really needed for that. That means when I watch episode 35 and 36 from original cut from TikTok, I felt like something felt off and doesn't really like it. So technically, season 2 director's cut character arc was perfectly well written and also perfectly closed off in season 2 director's cut to season 3 to get the different character arcs. So yeah, but for Battle of the Throne, same thing as season 2, loved it, but technically this is also mostly a character driven story, and also love the character arcs for Ghidorah, Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra, everyone. But mostly, this is like their first character arc. But remember, this is a prequel of Godzilla's the Kings. So technically, this is like the first character arc, and then that one was closed off, and then we'll see the next character arc in season one of Godzilla's the Kings. So technically, that was like their first character arc, and then we hit to the next character arc in the other shows. So technically, I loved the Battle of the Throne character arcs. Was beautifully well made and also well written, as I wanted to be something beautiful and something emotional inside of it. But season two was perfect. That means it was full completed of each character that I made from my OCs and go full circle to season three. So technically, I'm taking season two have have this for it. So let's go on to the next one, shall we? New creative ideas. Well, technically, this is like explaining why I have new scenes that's not from the scripts, like from season two, new ideas from season Battle of the Throne. But technically, it actually helped me do some new creativity for my show universe as my OCs and do some new creative ideas that is off from the show. And technically, the only show, well, technically, these two are the only thing that make me feel creative and do everything I want. Technically, like, for example, Battle of the Throne, it has the original script that I want. Potentially, the only thing that I did creative is just ignore the season two elements to connect it to that show to bring and then rewrite that one to be connected to season one original original idea, which technically was perfectly well good and also makes kind of sense. And season two director's cut, we have some new scenes with Destroyer, which wasn't originally supposed to be in it. There was supposed to be small scenes, but then I decided, you know what, let's just put some new scenes for Destroyer that he is coming. He is gonna be ready for our next battle for season three, which I absolutely am happy that I did something brand new for creativity to for my show and my OC universe. Technically, it actually helped me. And just saying, there's also one new project I'm ready to make inside YouTube, but technically that will be coming very soon. So technically, I have a video for that. But the announcement for that new project will be coming maybe another day when I make my other video of explaining why of God's Battle of the Thrones a soft reboot. And speaking of a soft reboot, technically, God's About the Throne is also another show that helped me to be more creative. Technically, that show is a now new soft reboot of the my God's Rules the Kings. But don't worry, I will explain that and explain why and how is it a soft reboot. But the show universe of that I'm still continuing to make season four. It's still the same, but not changed yet. So don't worry, that video will be coming soon. So technically, this helped me to be more creative, to make something that I want, and explore anything that I want. So technically, I'm happy that I'm being more creative for each my story, my show, and anything that I want. But I'm happy that I'm being very creative for my OCs. So technically, I love being creative for this type of project. So yeah, I absolutely am happy. Tone for the story. Which one do I like? Ooh, I love both of them. I absolutely love them. Like, I love Battle of the Throne. Its tone is very different, something unique, creative. It has like an emotional tone of being lost, being alone, and everything. At least it's it's absolutely beautiful for Battle of the Throne have that type of tone, and that one was something creative that I made and wasn't in the script. But then when I got to season three, to be more different, more creative, then I thought bring that in, bring that type of storytelling inside. And then I did for Battle of the Throne. It was beautifully well made and have a perfect, beautiful tone that I made. But for season two, it actually has a mixture of the original tone that I have from season two and a little bit of a different type of tone from season three. Like, how do I describe it? Like season two director's cut, its tone is the same thing as season two, but if you get more closer and closer to that I'm coming to season three, it's not dark, not really dark, but like it's getting more grounded, more serious, but it's not very dark. It's like season two director's cut tone is getting, it's like getting more serious and getting more story driven type of characters that I'm bringing in, and I absolutely love that type of tone that I did something different. It went to original tone that I wanted, and then when it's getting closer to season three, and then if you watch season three, episode one, and the rest, and with the season two director's cut, you will see that oh wow, this season three is so different than the original cut of season two. But if you watch the director's cut with it, you would say, wow, this is very different, and it's the same, a little bit of a different tone. Season two director's cut tone is absolutely one of my favorite and something different that I did. So season two director's cut tone I absolutely love. Hard work for my film. I don't know how to say it, but season two take the icing on the cake. It it helped me to bring back the original script. I absolutely love, and also I've worked so hard that I absolutely like felt like I'm gonna still continue doing YouTube, but depends if I am available to do for TikTok. So who knows? But technically, it has absolutely season two director's cut. Man, I have worked so hard for this. I absolutely love bringing this back to the original script. For the Battle of the Throne, same thing. Absolutely love it, and also did the original script. So technically, both of them I worked so hard and tried my best to release it, and technically both of them are equally the same. I worked so hard and fell in love with both these projects. Now, let's get into the end results. Final results. Okay, I love both of my projects of the director's cut equally. I love Battle of the Throne and I love season two. And I tell y'all uh, each of them uh, for their own reasons. But here is my answer and my results. My favorite director's cut is Godzilla's the King Season 2. If y'all we already knew because that was the first director's cut you already made. And also, if y'all in TikTok, you said we also already knew because you were talking a lot about this project a lot. Yes, but I'm gonna tell you why. I worked so hard to bring this original script to some shape and form of to bring it, and also being very happy to release it in YouTube. That means one, it's been a long time to make a YouTube video. I think I made a YouTube video last year, I think, but it's been a long time to post anything on YouTube. Two, I'm happy to release out like a piece of my Godzilla OCs and slash show inside YouTube and having some new creative ideas that I'm going to be doing for this type of for my YouTube channel. And I'm happy that to release my version of season 2 and see episode 35 and 36 inside TikTok. It's alright. It's alright, but the director's cut was perfectly well written as I wanted. And as I said from the tone, it has the original tone of season 2, but if we get closer and closer to go to season 3, it would get more serious and more grounded. Which, when I rewatched season 2, I felt like, oh, I'm definitely gonna rewatch season 3 again. I absolutely love how hard and how much work I did for this project. And same thing for Battle of the Throne. I absolutely loved it and did the beautiful work that I did with the whole story and uh, making it into a reality. And also, I'm absolutely happy that I've released season 2 director's cut to show y'all this version of the show is different. And then if you see season 3, it's still the same thing, but it has a different type of tone. And also, this is also the first thing that I did when I finished season 3. And then I thought, you know what? Let's go focusing on the characters, focus on the story, and then I absolutely am happy that I've released it. And this was actually from last year. I was thinking, let's maybe find a way to make a director's cut of season 2. That means I disliked episode 35 and 36. And then when I kept filming season 3, I was like, that's the thing I was missing. Focus on the characters, focus on the story. That was the missing puzzle from season 2 director's cut. And I'm absolutely happy that I released it. And this is the most most important thing I'm mostly gonna be focusing on each and every of my projects. It doesn't matter if it's gonna be YouTube exclusive, TikTok exclusive. Just saying, I'm not sponsored by TikTok or YouTube, but I'm just giving you an update that some of my project might be YouTube or TikTok if you want to see it. So technically, yeah. So technically, I mostly am focusing on characters, story, and that's it. In season 2, director's cut was felt like the definitive version of season 2, and also perfectly well finished when I connected to season 3. So technically, season 2 director's cut is my favorite director's cut. So yeah, that's perfectly it. That's finished. This is the end of this video. See y'all in another day for explaining why it's Battle of the Throne is a soft reboot, and that video will eventually have the announcement of a new project that we'll be making inside YouTube, and I am confirming that this project will be a YouTube exclusive, but it is still connected to Godzilla the King's series. So technically, that video will have the new project that we'll be making, and then when I tell y'all the new project, I will give y'all updates both in YouTube and but will be in YouTube for updates, and mostly I'll be having lots of updates of this project in TikTok. So please follow me if you want to get some of those updates in TikTok. Unless you want to see season 4 of Godzilla the Kings. So thankfully it's your choice. I'm not forcing y'all. So technically, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you have a nice day. Like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Godzilla the Kings signing off.